Hey, what's going on, guys? Kamenkins here. Last video we ended up with completing our logic to get the relative offsets from the client device. So if user clicks on the screen, it results in sending HTTP post request to the web server that accepts those, and we already have the relative offsets of how likely we would like to adjust the coordinate of the cursor of the mouse pointer on the target machine. And now another question arises. So if we'll try to provide the logic of actually manipulating the mouse pointer here just directly in this web application, it will result in being very laggy, and actually Flask in particular is not that fast enough to handle that. And also it's more logical to actually separate this logic. Hence the idea of establishing a UDP server. So the difference between the UDP and TCP IP connection, like if it's explained in a very simple words, is that the UDP is the stateless connection, stateless sort of a protocol. So we don't have sort of a connection in UDP, unlikely TCP IP. So all we need is, so the way to interact via the UDP protocol is just to send the chunks of data, just the raw bytes basically, and we will actually implement our own sort of a protocol to talk between this HTTP and UDP server. But before that, we need to set up the sockets and enable our UDP server to be able to listen to the incoming requests, and that's the exact topic of today's video. So let's create a new file here. So I want to create a file called udp.py. So this is going to be our UDP server, and here we go. So here we have UDP server imitating mouse move, click events, and keyboard strokes. So this is what it does. Yeah, let's make it like this. So here I want to have some packages, so I can simply say import socket here. Now I need to create the UDP Server Socket, and let's define the server socket equals to socket.socket, and here the family equals to socket.afinet. I'm not sure what exactly this stands for, but these are the standard initializations, and the type equals to socket.sockdgram, like this. And the next thing is, and one of the most important, is we want to bind the server socket to IP address and port. Okay, so I just say server socket dot bind, and it takes a tuple as an argument. So I'll use the local host here because UDP server is going to be running on the local host, and the port, let's take 20001. So that's the one I've been working with. And now let's print the intro message. So print. So if the above code works, we can simply say UDP server is up and running. We don't yet listen to the incoming requests though, but this code is already enough to make sure if it kind of works or not. So I just create a new tab in the console, and now I say Python 3 udp.py. Okay, server is up and running, which is good, but yeah, the problem is that I probably, as it's because I'm just wondering, is this gonna be working? Yeah, so it should be working again. I'm not sure about closing the socket, to be honest. Yeah, but since it doesn't give an error that the port is busy or something, so this should be just okay. Now we need to create an infinite loop that is going to be listening to the incoming messages or the datagrams. So here I want to listen to incoming, they call datagrams. So I just say while true here. It's not the best ever way of doing this, but this is literally enough. And here we want to receive datagram, data packet, I'll call it however you want. So I can say data equals to server socket dot receive from, and then I define the number of bytes that we're about to receive. So 1K of bytes is more than enough. Our commands would literally be no more than 100 bytes, I believe. Well, but since they're also like this data structure would also contain some extra header data like the IP address and things like that. So yeah, I think that 1K is just literally more than enough. And now it's just print whatever we have. So data.decode. Okay, but obviously we're not gonna see anything now at this moment in particular, because so say like server is up and running, but we don't see anything because we don't yet have any data that is being sent to this UDP server. So the very last but not least thing for this video is to create a very simple UDP client that would literally be made of a single line of code, and we will start sending our messages from the move route within our move API endpoint to the UDP server. So let's go for that as well. So here we want to import socket as well, and actually we can grab the socket initialization from here. So just grab this one. So here we want to create UDP Client socket, and we just rename this to the client socket, and the rest is the same. And here we also want to send UDP message, right? So I can simply say client socket dot send to. In here, the data itself. So I'm just thinking. So we need to encode this. So let's say string encode, so to turn it into sort of bytes. And then what is there, and where to send is this, the same address and port. So like this. And now, yeah, just let's extract. So let me recall. Yeah, so the format, yeah, we'll now, well, for now we can actually, well, okay, so let's start with extracting offsets. So here I say offset x is equal to request this one. We no longer need to print this, literally. Okay, and the same for offset y. Okay. So here we want to say, so here is the format for our simple protocol for communicating over the UDP. So first there would be the command. So command is move, then space, and for this particular command we'll have this offset x and offset y. So plus offset x, since this is a string, it should be already working nicely, and plus the offset y. So hopefully this would result in exactly the exact behavior I'm looking for. Okay, and if I did everything properly, then from now on this kind of coordinate should get redirected to our UDP, and we just print the message. We're not going to be parsing it for now or anything. So let's say message from client and this data decode. So now I hold my breath. we need to restore the UDP server. So HTTP server should have been restored automatically. And now here in the UDP server, if I did everything properly, then the HTTP server should be redirecting this. I'm sorry, this is my email. I'm sorry. Nope, not like this. Like this, I need the smartphone. Yeah, almighty smartphone. Let's go. So updating the page, and nothing happens. Why nothing happens? Oh, offset Y is not defined. Okay, I got a whole lot of errors here. So okay, offset. So just messed up something. Offset X. Oh, okay. Offset Y. Okay, so now this should be. Now this should be working. Oh crap. The moment of truth. Send to takes 2 or 3 arguments. 1 is given. Okay, so what did I do wrong? Oh, I don't need. Oh yeah, just actually it should be like this. Save. All right. Update. Yeah. Okay. And let's go for UDP. Okay, so tuple has no attribute decode. What did I do wrong? Oh, so data is a tuple. Oh, okay, I need to, yeah. I need to say 0 like this. Because the second element is IP, if I'm not mistaken. That's basically I'm not sure if that is the case, so let's say I think that is the IP here. I'm not sure though, but yeah, let's give it a try. IP.decode. That should be okay. So one more time. Oh, you must be kidding. Hold on, guys. All right, that's because yeah, just needs a bit of a workaround around the IP and port. So the data itself, yeah, it really goes here. So data, so there's 0. Then let's say headers, and this is gonna be 1. And then let's say IP is equals. It's not essential really. You cannot doing this, but anyway, so it's gonna be headers equals to 0, and because here we go. So we have the message as the first argument and this tuple as the second argument. So this tuple is kind of headers. So the first element is the IP, the second element is the port. So just trying to forward those as well. So headers 0 and port is equal to headers 1. And here, yeah, data decode, and let's say yes, IP and IP.decode, and then the port. Okay, then the port, just to make it complete, sort of. In here, port decode. When I was doing this, I just grabbed the code from the internet. I didn't actually implement this on my own, so I'm bringing you this stuff as well. Okay, so let's go for UDP again, and it's gonna work now. Okay, you must be kidding. All right, so string object for which one? Okay, guys, I just want to show you this before anything else, I just want to show you this, like how it works without the IP. And so like message from client, and it gets the message from client. So this move command, and wherever we want to move, and just give me a little bit more time to I just want to I don't understand what I'm doing wrong with with decoding the IP. So string object has no attribute decode. Oh, so those probably are strings already. I might be wrong, but yeah, let's try like this. I'm not sure about the data structures. I didn't check out the documentation. Probably I should have, but yeah. Okay, fantastic. So you select now prints the port from where the message is coming from. So from localhost, and this is the port from where the message is coming from, which is really nice. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. But obviously, we just don't really need this debugging information. So here, or better to say, so we probably can, so yes, just say print debug, print connection debug info. We're gonna be, the messages are gonna be printed separately on its own. So here for now, I think receive datagram. So here want to extract headers. Okay, so one last thing. I will comment that out later on. But yeah, you see, like it just again, it just prints the IP and the port. But obviously we don't really need that. So something that we are going to be relying on are the messages. So yeah, let's just print it back, and I just say data dot decode. Actually, I can say decode even here. Yeah, so here just print the data, and let's go. Yeah, so all we need here. So from now on, the next video, what we're going to be doing, we're going to write some code that would be relying on PyAutoGUI library, so that we take the cursor's current position, and we're going to be adding the offsets to that position and update the pointer position, so that we kind of control our mouse pointer from the smartphone. That's going to be the topic of the next video. So this is it from my side, guys. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, and take care.